Steelers lose 28-10. That's 3 straight games, just 10 points. So their needs on offense, there are a lot of them. They do have potentially some needs, maybe on defense. We'll talk about it now with these guys. And Andrew, I'm going to start with you. Your number one overall need for the Steelers moving into 2020 is what?
Yeah, this is going to probably surprise you guys. I think it's a Ben Roethlisberger insurance policy. I think it's somebody in here that if Ben does not respond well to elbow rehab, or it's a situation where, you know, the bottom falls out like Phillip Rivers this year in L.A., I want somebody in that bullpen who's ready to go. And I don't think Mason Rudolph did enough for me. Devlin Hodges, no thank you. So I think they got to go out and find a real veteran quarterback, a Charlie Batch type, a Byron Leftwich type, get him in
Ryan
here.
Fitzpatrick type, although that may cost too much.
Probably too expensive, yeah, but that's the type of player, Bob, that I think needs to be very high atop the list of priorities.
I don't necessarily disagree with that, Andrew. I do think Mason Rudolph deserves a little bit more of a look as a backup, potentially. Devlin Hodges, no. Bring him to camp as a fourth arm again and see what happens. But I think the feature back role, your number one running back role, is wide open going into next year's training camp, because James Conner, sorry, if you can't stay on the field and stay healthy, it's just not good enough. And Benny Snell has showed us a little bit of something in the few opportunities he's gotten. So, but neither one of those guys, am I confident going into the 2020 NFL season with them as my lead guy, carte blanche, they're going to be the number one guy. So I think they've got to go out and find a complement who can also take over the role if that is the situation, if the situation merits that, I should say.
I'd like to see them get a pass-catching option, some sort of playmaker, preferably a tight end.
Yes.
Just to get more from that position. I like the stable of wide receivers that they have. I mean, assuming Juju Smith-Schuster bounces back, James Washington, Deontay Johnson, I feel like they've got a nice thing going there. I'd like to see all of them take a few more steps, but it's just not anything resembling the consistency they need at tight end. And if Ben comes back and he's at full strength, he's going to want somebody there as a safety valve.
Well,
to
Ben
dump the
thinks
ball
that
off
Vance
to.
is Heath Miller. I mean, that's the only time.
Well, he's not. I mean,
that's the only time the guy puts up numbers is when Ben's in. So maybe it's one of those, again, force multiplier things where Roethlisberger goes in and everybody looks better. But, man, I think that's a rough assumption for a 38-year-old. I think we're asking too much. Guys, I'm not terribly optimistic that Ben comes back and he's, you know, fountain of youth Drew Brees or Tom Brady.
Oh, I'm with you, Pony. This is not going to be 2014 Ben Roethlisberger we're going to get, where he's slinging the football all over the field, nor should it be based on what we saw in limited action this year.
You may not even need that, though. You just need someone who can do what he's supposed to do.
Agree.
That's
which
fair.
also affects every facet of the offense. Every facet.
That's fair. If you're willing to pare back the offense to something that works better with a 38-year-old quarterback coming off of elbow surgery, then you get somebody who can execute and install that offense from a coaching position, and then also you tell your quarterback that that's going to be the situation going.
Jason Mackey, let me ask you about Bud Dupree. We have about a minute to toss this around here before we do smooth moves. But Bud Dupree, if they don't bring him back, and he has leverage right now, they don't have much depth in terms of outside linebackers beyond T.J. Watt. What do they do? What's your most likely outcome?
Maybe look for somebody on the free agent market, although I'm not terribly confident that's going to come through. Maybe that's what you do with your second-round pick. I don't like it. I'm not convinced on Anthony Chickillo being a starter at that spot. I think you try to bring back Bud Dupree. Maybe you franchise tag him. I don't really love those options either, but if they don't franchise tag him, I can't imagine that Bud Dupree is going to sign anything with the Steelers. I think he's going to go to the highest, whoever throws him most money.
You tag him and you make him prove it again next year. That's exactly what that's your best option.
I don't even think that's a maybe. I think that's an absolute 100%. And if he pulls a Le'Veon Bell, well then, shame on him.
All right, now it's time to go around the horn for this week's Smooth Moves, brought to you by Pittsburgh's largest supplier of the smoothest granite, marble, and quartz countertops you'll find, Armina Stone. So, smoothest moves of the week. Let's hear what you guys have to say about that, starting with you, Andrew Fillipponi.
You know what, Bob? I think my grandmother taught me this one. Cheaters never prosper, right? You send the videographer to Cleveland to spy on the Cincinnati Bengals, and lo and behold, a couple weeks later, look at this. Brian Flores, the old Belichick lieutenant, 17-point underdog, goes up there and win. Guys, I think I like Brian Flores' coaching job better than Mike Tomlin's. To go 5-11 with that team, they were built to go 0-16. That's my smooth move.
Go ahead, Jason.
Oh, I'm up. I'm going John Tortorella for mine. I don't know if we were all buried in NHL stuff, but or NFL stuff today. His rant on NHL officiating and the use of replay and technology, classic. Got to look it up.
And he's right, too.
Yeah,
right,
no,
right, Chris?
absolutely right. Yeah, Jameis Winston, who pulled defeat from the certain jaws of victory. Jameis Winston also on the last play of the game throwing a pick six to secure a historic season of both 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions.
Subject of a 30 for 30 coming up. By the way, he wants $30 million, one for each of those interceptions. Good luck. Armina Stone, Pittsburgh's largest supplier of the smoothest granite, marble, and quartz you're going to find anywhere. Those are the smooth moves brought to you by Armina Stone. Next, Matt Murray. What about his future? We'll talk about it.